Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a nerd rant for today. A lot of people say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Maybe that's true, I don't know, but I feel like covers matter. And so I want to show you 3 of the worst literature covers I have ever seen in my entire life. So let me begin by reading you a passage from The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. A lot of you may be familiar with this. Many people are required to read it in school. So just listen to this. Without showing you the cover first, of course. Lord Henry looked at him, that is Dorian Gray, title character. Yes, he was certainly wonderfully handsome, with his finely curved scarlet lips, his frank blue eyes, his crisp gold hair. Okay, do you have a picture in your mind of what that would look like? The kind of person that would be so devastatingly handsome that he would sell his soul to look that way forever? Which is, of course, what happens at the beginning of Picture of Dorian Gray. There's a portrait of him that's painted, and it's such a perfect likeness of his beauty that he thinks, I want to stay this way forever. I'd give my soul for that experience. You have it in your mind? Okay, feast your eyes on this. I bet you weren't picturing this guy. Now, let's just observe. Did I hear something about golden hair? Oh, no golden hair that I can see. That's definitely brown. Did it say something about sparkling blue eyes? Not black holes of nothing. Why, yes it did. Now, this is a decent painting, don't get me wrong. It looks Rembrandt-y. I'm not positive what it is. If you do know what this is, I couldn't find the information inside the book. Please add it to the comments. I'd appreciate knowing. But this is not the kind of picture that I would sell my soul for, personally. It's kind of shady and vague. So there you have it, folks. The Picture of Dorian Gray in the number 3 spot. I have no words. The second cover that I want to show you today is a cover of one of my all-time favorite books, Hamlet, by William Shakespeare. Now, there are a lot of things that you could do with the cover of Hamlet. This person decided to give the most drug-induced cover that it's hard to imagine one that would be more psychedelic and ridiculous. So, once again, for the number 2 spot of today, Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Okay, let's take a moment and appreciate this beauty. So this is Shakespeare's Hamlet, apparently. Let's zoom in on some of these details. Look at his disgusted face. He's side-eyeing whoever is handing him these flowers. Who that is, not sure. Is it Ophelia? Is it his mom? Do either of them really have reason to give him flowers? Not really. Looking down here. Oh, what is this? A sword that is psychedelic and ridiculous that he is holding not by the hilt but by the blade. Why, yes it is. What is this rainbow getup / necklace that he's wearing? Looks like he's ready to go to a pouty rave instead of, ruling Denmark or getting revenge or any of that business. Just to add insult to injury, we have these shoes. When I noticed them, they bothered me as well. Are those Mary Janes? Is that something that a man wears, or is it just me that's not the case? So let's get the full effect one more time of this truly terrible Hamlet cover. It's one of those it's so bad it's good kind of things. Doily around his neck, faded sun in the background. So there you have it, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Which brings us to number 1. This is possibly my personal favorite of all time. I think this book cover is so ridiculous that literally when I saw it, I bought it immediately, and I own this copy. So They're a little bit harder to find now because not that many were made and they're so ridiculously horrible. But I just want to show you The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is possibly the worst book cover I've seen on any respectable book. So feast your eyes on the number one spot, Two Towers. Yes, my personal favorite, Tolkien's Two Towers. The others in this series are almost as ridiculous, but nothing in my mind compares to these two fellows. Now, for those of you familiar with Lord of the Rings, that is supposed to be Legolas and Gimli. I wasn't aware that Legolas was, I don't know, a woman from the 70s, but I have been wrong before. Gimli, man, look at the veins on Gimli's arms. He's quite strong, that fellow. Tenderly looked at by Legolas. What's that tower in the background? Helm's Deep, maybe? Anyway, I feel like the picture says it all here. The era. Now, if we back up, you will notice that at the top it does say the authorized edition of the fantasy classic. The reason that it says that is that there was an unauthorized edition of Tolkien's work that came out in America that gave him no royalties at all. And so there was this huge kerfuffle about that. And so this is the authorized edition. But without having that background knowledge, it almost seems like they're making sure everybody knows that this is indeed a legitimate copy, even though these two characters bear zero resemblance to their descriptions in the book. So there it is, the number one spot, Two Towers. So, that's what I have for you today. Just 3 gosh-awful covers for great works of literature that I love dearly, all 3 of them. And for some reason they were just massacred by the people who created these covers. So I hope you at least get a kick out of this. Part of me is angry and part of me is enormously amused by how wrong they went. So you can't expect these nerd rants every week or anything, but occasionally they will come up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and comment, and I will see you very soon.